Dear 10th standard students, I welcome you all to today's history class. Dear children, we have already discussed the first part of 5th lesson, Social and Religious Reform Movement. In today's session, we shall discuss the second part of it. During the last session, we had discussed various concepts like Brahma Samaj and Rajaram Mohan Rai, Young Bengal Movement, Henry Derozio, Arya Samaj and its founder Dayananda Saraswati, Prarthana Samaj and its founder Atmaram Panduranga, Satyashodhaka Samaj and Jyotiba Phule and his wife Savitribai Phule, Aligarh Reformation Movement and Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. All these concepts were discussed during the last session. In today's session, we shall discuss the remaining concepts like Ramakrishna Mission and Swami Vivekananda, Theosophical Society, Madam Blavatsky, Colonel Alcott and Annie Besant, Sri Narayana Dharma Paripalana Yogam, Periyar movement. All these four concepts will be discussed in this session. First one, Ramakrishna Mission. As you know, Ramakrishna Mission was founded by Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda founded it. Where he founded? He founded Ramakrishna Mission at Belur near Calcutta in the year 1897. The name itself shows that Swami Vivekananda started this institution or mission to spread the messages of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Here, Advaita Ashrama, a branch of Ramakrishna Mutt, was established at Mayavati near Almora of Uttarakhand. Ramakrishna Mission was founded. The main intention of Ramakrishna Mission was to carry the message and thoughts of Sri Ramakrishna. Who was Ramakrishna? He was the spiritual guru of Swami Vivekananda. In order to spread the message and thoughts of Sri Ramakrishna, Swami Vivekananda founded Ramakrishna Mission. Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, he was a worshipper of Kali. He was worshipping goddess Kali and also a priest at Calcutta Kali Mandir. He was famous for his belief and he was a priest. He was working as a priest at Kali Mandir. According to Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, one has to attain moksha through dhyana. If anybody wants to attain moksha, they have to follow the path of dhyana and bhakti. His life itself was an example of this model. That means throughout his life, he gave importance to dhyana and bhakti through which he attained moksha. The same model was taught by him to the people. That is, to attain moksha, everyone have to follow dhyana and bhakti. He had believed that all religions advocate the same. According to him, all religions advocated or all religion gave importance to dhyana and bhakti through which one could attain moksha. And also Ramakrishna Paramahamsa believed that there are many ways of attaining moksha and the God, and he gave importance to idol worship. In other words, according to him, idol worship is inevitable. Here we must remember one thing, almost all the social reformers, they condemned idol worship. For example, Brahma Samaj or Rajaram Mohan Rai, they condemned idol worship. But Ramakrishna Paramahamsa said idol worship is inevitable. That's why he gave importance to idol worship in order to spread the teachings of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. We have discussed all these teachings. He gave importance to bhakti, dhyana, through which one could attain moksha. He gave importance to idol worship. In order to spread all these teachings, in order to spread all these messages, his follower Swami Vivekananda founded Ramakrishna Mission. Vivekananda was born in Casta family in Calcutta. He studied both Western and Eastern philosophies. With the help of Western and Eastern philosophies, Vivekananda became famous. After studying the Indian philosophy from different perspectives, he started preaching the importance of Indian philosophy to Indians as well as Westerners. He himself studied Indian philosophy. After studying Indian philosophy, he helped others to learn about it. He roamed around India for nearly 5 years after the death of his Guru. In spreading the messages of his Guru, he roamed around India for nearly 5 years. Due to this, he could understand the social reality of India. The social reality or the social condition which prevailed during that time were understood by him because he roamed around India. He worked to establish a casteless society. He wanted to establish a casteless society. He could see that society was deeply involved with caste-based discrimination. In order to overcome the caste-based discrimination, he wanted to establish a casteless society. He also noticed exploitation, poverty, illiteracy and divisions among the Indians. When he was roaming, he observed various problems of India like exploitation, poverty, illiteracy and divisions among the Indians prevailed during those times. That's why he wanted to create casteless society. He wanted to create a society without any discrimination. According to Vivekananda, people should be educated first. If they are educated, then they themselves seek reformation. If people are not educated, they are not in a position to find a solution to various problems which prevailed in Indian society. That's why he gave importance to the education of the people. If people are educated, they themselves find a solution to the problems. He wanted legal institutions. He wanted one strong institutions. That institution should be legal institution to implement appropriate rules to support reformation. He also wanted people to stop following the Western ideals blindly. He forced the people to follow the philosophies of India. In India itself, we have lot of philosophies. Everyone have to follow those philosophies. That's why he opposed people to follow the Western ideals blindly. During those time, many Indians were following the Western ideals which was opposed by Swami Vivekananda. It shows that Swami Vivekananda had a great respect in Indian philosophies. Swami Vivekananda believed it is the duty of the religion to provide light. Every religion should provide light. Light in the sense it shows a good path to the people. Without this, religion is itself is of no use. Every religion must give light. They must provide light. Otherwise, religion itself is no use according to Swami Vivekananda. The one who responds to the poor is Mahatma and the one who doesn't is Duratma. That means everyone must help poor people. Whenever they are in a critical condition, it is the duty of everyone to help them. Then they are called Mahatma. If anybody doesn't help others, if anybody doesn't help poor people, then those people are considered as Duratma. That's why he gave importance to help others. The Western could understand the cultural richness of India with the help of speech delivered by Swami Vivekananda at Chicago City in Parliament of World Religions in 1893. Vivekananda is still remembered because of this Parliament of World Religions. Parliament of World Religions was held in a place called Chicago City in the year 1893. In this Parliament of World Religions, he gave a speech about the Indian culture, about the rich culture of India. With this speech, he attracted the attention of listeners while speaking at Congress of Religion. Swami Vivekananda attracted the attention of the listeners when he was speaking at Congress of Religion, which was held at Paris in 1900. His speeches mirror his nationalist ideals. The ideas, that means when he was speaking or when he gave a speech All the speech consisted of nationalist ideas. That means he wanted to spread the feeling of nationalism. He wanted to spread the rich culture of India throughout the world. That's why he gave importance to nationalist ideas, and he had visited Mysore before his visit to Chicago as a guest of Chamaraja Vadiyer 10th. Before he went to Chicago, he visited Mysore during the rule of Chamaraja Vadiyer 10th. As per the suggestion of Swami Vivekananda, Chamaraja Vadiyer 10th started schools for untouchable children. When both of them met each other, Swami Vivekananda suggested or guided Chamaraja Vadiyer 10th to start a school for untouchable children. Inspired by the wordings of Swami Vivekananda, Chamaraja Vadiyer 10th started school for the untouchable children. Swami Vivekananda wrote books on Jnana Yoga, Raja Yoga, Karma Yoga and Bhakti Yoga. Here also, like his Guru, he also gave importance to Jnana, Bhakti, Karma and salvation, etc. These are all about the Ramakrishna Mission. Here we have to give importance to the teachings of Ramakrishna Mission. Sometimes in exam we may expect question like this. Swami Vivekananda was a great inspiration for the youngsters. Justify this statement. In such situation you have to write the teachings of Swami Vivekananda. Or we may expect question like this. Explain the teachings of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, or write a note on Ramakrishna Mission. These kinds of questions we can expect in exam. Let's move to another concept, that is Theosophical Society. Theosophical Society was started by Madam Blavatsky and Colonel H.S. Alcott. They together started this Theosophical Society, and they came to Adyar. They started Theosophical Society in London, and from London they came to Adyar and established the head office of Theosophical Society in 1886. The head office of Theosophical Society can be seen in Adyar. In this way, Theosophical Society was started by Madam Blavatsky and Colonel H.S. Alcott, and its head office is in Adyar. What were the main objectives of this Theosophical Society? The main aim of the society was to do a comparative study of various religions. Theosophical Society wanted to study the various religions, that is comparative study. They wanted to compare the religion. They wanted to identify the important points of various religions, philosophies and science. And another important aim was to discover the indomitable spirit hidden in the human. They wanted to discover a special spirit that was hidden in the human. It declared that universal brotherhood is important. According to Theosophical Society, all are brothers and sisters. That's why it gave importance to universal brotherhood. Theosophical Society took its basic principles from Hindu sacred scriptures like Veda, Upanishads, Sankhya, Yoga and Vedanta philosophy and spread this basic principle. When they started comparative study, they found various good things in Vedas, Upanishads, Sankhya, Yoga, Vedanta philosophy. That's why they started to spread those principles. The society attempted to find solution to present problems by studying the ancient Indian thoughts, philosophies and theoretical ideals. With this, they wanted to find a solution to the various problems. And here, Theosophical Society was founded by Madam Blavatsky and Colonel H.S. Alcott. But because of one lady, Theosophical Society became very popular, that is Annie Besant. She was an Irish lady. With the arrival of Annie Besant to India, Theosophical Society started to grow more and more. She came to India in the year 1893. When she came to India, she gave a new shape to Theosophical Society. and she came to India as a member of the society, and she was born in 1847 in London. She divorced her husband, who was a priest at an Anglican church, and became an active member of the society in 1889. She had knowledge of Vedanta philosophy. She advocated that Indian culture is far more superior to the Western culture, which is based on materialism. According to her, Indian culture is far better than the Western culture. That's why she studied the culture of India. She studied Vedanta philosophy. She gained knowledge relating to Hindu philosophy. Translating Bhagavad Gita to English is considered as an important achievement of Annie Besant. That's why she was called Shweta Saraswati. Annie Besant was called Shweta Saraswati because she translated Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is in Sanskrit. She translated it to English. That's why she was called Shweta Saraswati. She gave importance to education. She wanted to give education for all. She opened schools for students, and she started Central Hindu College at Benares. It was started by her. In this way, Annie Besant gave importance to the education, and the same institution became a university due to the forethought of Madan Mohan Malaviya in 1916. She started two periodicals. In order to spread her ideas, she started two periodicals, New India and Commonweal, to initiate discussion on current problems and social issues. Annie Besant started New India and Commonweal to discuss on current problems and social evils. The problems which prevailed during those days and the social issues were discussed in these two periodicals. With the help of New India and Commonweal, Annie Besant wanted to initiate discussion on current problems which prevailed during those days, and also she wanted to find a solution to various social issues which prevailed in the Indian society. In this way, with the help of New India and Commonweal, Annie Besant wanted to find a solution, and she started Home Rule League in the year 1916. Home Rule League was started by Balagangadhar Tilak. Along with Balagangadhar Tilak, she also started Home Rule League in the year 1916, and she initiated Home Rule movement in Madras region. In Madras region, Home Rule movement became successful because of Annie Besant, and she was active in the freedom struggle. She actively participated in the freedom movement of India, and she became the first women president of Indian National Congress. We have already, you have known that Indian National Congress was founded in the year 1885 by A.O. Hume. The first session of Indian National Congress was held at Bombay under the presidentship of W.C. Banerjee, and here Annie Besant, she was the first woman president of Indian National Congress. It shows that she actively participated in the freedom movement of India. Due to all these reasons, she is still remembered. She is not only a social reformer but also a freedom fighter. And when she came to India, she gave a new shape to Theosophical Society. Theosophical Society became very powerful and influential because of Irish lady Annie Besant. Another important concept of this lesson is Sri Narayana Dharma Paripalana Yogam. The name itself says that it was founded by Sri Narayana Guru. He founded an institution known as Sri Narayana Dharma Paripalana Yogam. Narayana Guru started the Sri Narayana Dharma Paripalana Yogam. He started this institution in the year 1903. Why he started? It was started mainly for the upliftment of Izawa community of Kerala. The people of Izawa community, which was in Kerala, they were facing lot of problems. They were the exploited community. They were exploited. In order to overcome their exploitation, or in order to improve the condition of Isawa community of Kerala, Sri Narayana Guru started the Sri Narayana Dharma Paripalana Yogam. And also this movement not only aimed at uplifting of Isawa community, but also it aimed at strengthening the backward and exploited community. They wanted to improve the condition of backward people and also exploited people of Kerala. Narayana Guru and his companion Dr. Palpu Kumaran Asan led the movement. When Narayana Guru wanted to start Narayana Guru Dharma Paripalana Yogam, he was helped by Dr. Palpu and Kumaran Asan. In this way, these three personalities contributed in the development of SNDPY or Sri Narayana Dharma Paripalana Yogam. The caste differences were too much in Kerala during those time, and there were many prohibitions in places. People were not allowed to enter in some places. There were lot of prohibitions. During that period, all were not allowed to use facilities like tanks and roads. People were not easily accessible to tanks and roads. There was a restriction, and also they were barred from wearing footwear. They have to walk by bare legs. They have to walk without footwear. Restrictions were there on women's dress also. Women could not easily wear the dress whichever they like. In this way, lots of discriminations, lots of problems were faced by the people of Kerala. To overcome all these problems, this organization was founded. These communities had to live without basic human rights. They did not have proper rights. According to Narayana Guru, one caste, one religion and one God for human beings. It shows that he gave importance to, he wanted to create the society which has only one caste, which has only one religion and one God. Education is the only path to achieve this, he declared. In order to improve the society, in order to overcome the problems which prevailed in Indian society, education will help here. That's why he gave importance to education. He built temple for the backward communities people. Earlier, the people of backward communities in Kerala were not allowed to enter inside. In order to help them, he started a separate temples for them. In this way, Sri Narayana Dharma Paripalana Yogam played a very important role in the reformation of society of Kerala. Now let's move to another important concept of this lesson, that is Periyar, Periyar movement. Here, non-Brahmin movement took a new shape under the Justice Party. Periyar was a non-Brahmin movement. It was not started by Brahmins, other than Brahmins they started. And this movement became very powerful during the period of Justice Party. This became more radical. Self-respect movement. Periyar movement is also known as self-respect movement, and it was started by E.V. Ramaswamy Naikar. Periyar movement or self-respect movement was started by E.V. Ramaswamy Naikar. Ramaswamy, who came out of Congress in the year 1925, started Self-Respect League in 1926. Ramaswamy Naikar was called as a Periyar. Periyar in the sense senior person. Periyar means senior person. People loved him very much. Out of love, people call him as Periyar. Periyar was born in Erode to a rich family. He believed that Congress is in favor of Varna system and started a new movement based Dravida racial identity. He rejected the racial supremacy in the name of Aryan and Brahmin. According to him, all are equal. Aryans and Brahmins are not superior. That's why he rejected it. All the people, whether they may be Aryan, Brahmin or any other caste in the society, they are all equal. That's why he rejected the racial supremacy. No race is supreme here. He said Tamil is language of Dravidians. According to him, Tamil is the language of Dravidian. He opposed Sanskrit language and literature. He gave importance to Tamil literature. He also rejected Rama as the Vedic leader and accepted Ravana as the Dravidian leader. He gave importance to Ravana instead of Rama. All these thoughts shows that he gave importance to equality in the society. He did not give importance to caste system. Angered by a bad experience at Banaras, he converted Sanskrit, Rama and Ravana as cultural ideals and patronized Ravana. Finally, he gave importance to Ravana because of the supremacy of superior caste people. He championed equality and criticized caste and gender based discrimination. He participated in temple entry movement in 1924 held at Vaikom of Kerala. In this way, he gave importance to equality, he gave importance to gender based discrimination, he condemned caste system, and also he gave a chance to the people of lower caste to enter into the temple. That movement was known as Temple Entry Movement, which was held in the year 1924 under the leadership of E.V. Ramaswamy Naikar. And he became the president of Justice Party in the year 1939. He started an association called Dravida Kalagam. He also started an English magazine under the title Revolt. Through all these measures, he wanted to reform the Indian society. That's why E.V. Ramaswamy Naikar and Periyar movement played an important role in the reformation of Indian society. Dear children, in today's session we have discussed all these four concepts: Ramakrishna Mission and Swami Vivekananda, Theosophical Society, Madam Blavatsky, Colonel Olcott and Swami Vivekananda, Sri Narayana Dharma Paripalana Yugam and Periyar movement. Now I am going to give you some questions relating to all these four concepts. Let's start. First main, complete the following blanks with suitable answers. First one, the Guru of Swami Vivekananda was dash. Second one, Periyar movement was started by dash. Third one, Theosophical Society was basically founded by dash. Fourth one, Ramakrishna Mission was started by dash. Let's move to second main. Answer the following questions. First one, explain the views of Ramakrishna Mission. Second one, explain how Swami Vivekananda was a source of inspiration for youngsters. What were the reformation activities of Annie Besant? Fourth one, explain the contributions of Sri Narayana Dharma Paripalana Yogam. You have to write the answer for all these questions. After writing, show it to your teachers. If any mistakes are there, take the help of them. Dear students, in today's session, we have discussed the second part of fifth lesson, that is social and religious reformation movement. I wish you good luck. Thank you.